Welcome to this edition of the Virtual Book Festival, recorded on May 28, 2020, sponsored by the Book Festival Network and Deer, Texas. This is produced by Book Festival Network, a division of Deer, Texas and Deer Indie. This show is sponsored by Authors Marketing Guild. We're a membership-owned company that helps authors learn how to market and sell themselves. Also by indielector.store, the only bookstore that offers up to 80% of its sales to authors directly. And produced by Deer Indie and Deer, Texas, where we drop everything and read both Texas and indie authors. Howdy, and welcome to another edition of our Virtual Book Festival. We have with us starting off is Rox Burkey and Charles Breakfield, who are a team and who also just won this year another award. Congratulations, you guys. Glad to hear that you did that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
And with that, you have a few minutes to just talk about all of your books, because you do have a selection and a collection of, was it now 11 books?
It is 11 books, Alan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. We love being part of Authors Marketing Guild. It is an awesome organization, and if any authors are out there listening, definitely consider joining this group. So, Alan, we have a lot of stuff to cover today. So,
Yeah, we do.
So Charles, I'd like you to kind of share a little bit with some of the things we're doing with the series itself. What's going on this year?
Well, we got intoxicated by the idea of doing short stories. They're fast hits. They're relatively concise and easy to be able to assemble. And frankly, they're a lot of fun. We're working one challenge right now. Hey, quick! You get up to 7,000 words, 3,500 to 7,000 words. Get it done in this time frame. Submit it, and the price of admission is modest. I mean, $10 to $20, and then we get to actually build some backstories, things that we haven't filled in the actual novel. So, and after 11 novels, you're like, there's you can't accommodate everything. So it's like, all right, let's go back and pick up this story. We like these two characters, and we think that they deserve more. And
exactly. So fleshing them out has kind of been a deal that we have focused on, and we've actually done it before. So we actually won a short story, a position on Texas Authors Short Stories with one of the backstories for characters in our series. We didn't get the first place, but we did very well in that particular competition. But what was interesting about it is we never took it and published it separately as a short story. Now with this COVID going on and people staying at home, a lot of times people want to have short reads. They want to have something that they can just, read in 45 minutes or read in an hour or listen to as a change of pace. And so you're right, the short stories for us have been kind of cool. So the first one we actually put onto Amazon is available now, and it's only an ebook. And that's one of the reasons it's exclusive to Amazon at this point, and it's called Out of Poland. And what makes it really interesting is we hit a different genre by doing this, because this is in historical fiction. So the rest of our stories are what, Charles?
well, technical thrillers. So as technical thrillers, it's the short stories don't make that qualification. We don't have enough time to be able to develop all of the technology to go along with the subplots and the characters, and so they're very laser focused in their approach. And so the short stories they're fun, they're engaging for us as authors, and the people that are our beta readers are like, oh wow, this is cool. I mean, this what category are you going to put it in? And we didn't catch that up front. It was sort of a, oh yeah, they don't fit as technical thrillers. Where do they fit? And so you get that extra depth. And it turns into a marketing opportunity to be able to say, if you like this story, you might want to take a look at our novels.
Yeah, we're really hoping that we'll get a different kind of readership that may follow us because of these short stories. So the next one that we're releasing in June takes us in a whole different direction. And that one's called, at this point, Love's Enigma. I know, the Enigma series, it was destiny.
Shameless advertising. There it is. Okay, got it. All right.
However, this is a women's contemporary book. It's not techno thriller, it's not historical fiction, and yet it does do laser focus on a couple of characters that are part of the series.
And what's cool is she let me work on it too. I mean, I'm not a women's, so you say you can work on it too, Charles. That's okay. Give me the male perspective, and so I've got the bland male perspective on it. So, but it's I'm teasing. It's actually a very engaging. He said, she said, how do you feel? Exploration, and it kind of a challenge, but a fun exercise.
So then we also decided last year that, we have written 11 books in this series. And early on, we had 1 or 2 books that we would put out a year. We've kind of slowed down. And, keep in mind, we have a full-time job like most of the people watching this. So, trying to do books and have a full-time job it's a very disciplined approach to writing. I mean, we carry it on spreadsheets and we do ping pong and we do all these things. But we decided it was time to kind of revamp. So at the end of last year, we actually re-released the Enigma Factor 2nd edition. And it wasn't just putting on a brand new cover.
No, that would be unfair. It was a polishing exercise. It was let's go through and scrub it. Let's see if we can't make it better. Let's see if the story threads are as robust as we think they were. And we had some people help groom it, and then that mindset helped us say, hey, let's not stop with book 1. Let's take a look at book 2.
Yeah, but the neat part about this one is we did revamp Enigma Factor, and thankfully. We just found out that we won an award for the Enigma Factor 2nd edition. That's an awesome thing.
Yep.
Something we're very proud of. So now what are we doing? What's coming up with the revamping 2nd editions?
Revamping is now, we're heading towards the Enigma Rising, the 2nd book in the series. And it's an interesting discipline because it's like, okay, all right, can you make it better? Can you polish it, but keep the spark that it originally captured when people said, it always sticks in my mind, Kirkus said, the character development in book 2 was rich. The people, the storylines, it was captivating and all the way to the unsettling end. And those are things we don't want to sacrifice, but a little extra polishing makes a better product.
Well, we've learned something. I mean, we've gotten better. This is a journey. Writing books is fun, at least for us it is. And for most people that I speak to, it's something where you just feel compelled to write. But we've learned how to write better, and we've learned how to, interact with our characters a little bit better. I was really surprised earlier this week. We're working on book number 12, which has a working title of The Enigma Combat. And Charles was saying, I'm talking with you because we're plotting out some of the chapters and stuff together. And he goes, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to these characters like they're in the next room. So, that's.
Yeah, they're like, I know how they think because we've written with them, and they're like, hey, Jacob, what do you think? It's like, I almost catch myself doing that. And when I do that, Roxanne says, that's too much wine, Charles. That's enough. No, stop it. All right. Throttle back here, buddy.
But you do get involved with your characters. Anyone who writes, and especially a series where you have recurring characters, you do kind of, they become friends. They have their own voice. They say things that they are supposed to say. And when they don't say it wrong because we write it wrong, they certainly make us change it. So, I mean, it's an evolution, and we've enjoyed it a lot. So, so here we have the Enigma Rising 2nd edition. revamped, better than ever, and it happens to be right now on pre-order for 99 cents on Amazon, just as an ebook, so that you can get a hold of it. Now, the final version, when it gets released on June the 5th, that key date is June the 5th, it will be loaded up to a very awesome online bookstore called Indie Lector, where the rest of the books are today as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. And what else are we doing? Combat. What have we done with combat characters?
Ooh, we started shopping. We got this. This goes back to several other books where we actually had people we petitioned said, "Would you like to be a character? I like your name, or I have a person we can pattern after you. Would you mind if we've had as far back as book number 7, a gal out of the Philippines, and she said, I'd love to, and we got kind of like hooked on this attitude. So we started shopping our mailing list and said, who wants to be a character? I embarrassed Roxanne. We were on Dear Texas Channel 8, and the hostess I was cutting up with her, and I said, by the way, we're looking for a new evil temptress. Are you available? I mean, do you have a resume? And she blushed, more crimson than the pink dress that she was wearing. I could hear the technicians in the background giggling about her response. But we like that idea. We like the concept of being able to get people that are fans, that enjoy our stuff, and pull them in as characters.
So in the Enigma Beyond, we actually had a character contest, and we did it on social media, and we had 3 new characters that joined the book. One of those characters was a follower who has done nothing but write magnificent reviews, and his name is Dave Welling. I don't know if he's on this show or not tonight, but we portrayed Dave Welling as a very specific character, and he listens to the audio versions of our stories. That's his passion, is listening to stories. But he absolutely loves his character, and he put on his social media a dare for all of his friends to finish all the books in the series and find him and his character and tell him what he did. So it's kind of cool. It was very exciting.
Yeah, it was fun teasing him about being promoted to a general inside the Enigma Beyond, and helping to fight against the artificial intelligent supercomputers that have gone rogue. So he was quite pleased with his promotion. So I got to tease him about that.
So all in all, we have such a fun time with our series. We really, really would like people to, read or listen to our stories and provide feedback for us wherever they bought them. That would be absolutely outstanding. Share them with their friends. You can always write to us at authors@enigmaseries.com, and we'll respond. We're very good at responding. The other thing we would recommend is that you follow us on social media. On Facebook, we have Enigma Series as our handle, which is the same thing we have on Twitter and Instagram, and Pinterest. And then if you really want to, find some new information, go to our website, which is enigmaseries.com, and you can click on a tab that's on that front page that says free stuff. That allows you to not only join our mailing list, but also download a very cool coloring book with a test with questions that Charles put together to stump the stars.
Yeah, and just so you know, for the quiz, nobody has made 100% on it. And if you don't make 100%, then you're going to be a victim somehow on the security market side. So we've had a lot of fun teasing people with it. But it's again a free download and coloring for some of the characters.
So come join our website, enigmaseries.com. Listen to samples, pull down samples. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great.
Yeah, tell us what you think about the videos. We have video trailers for each one of the books.
Authors Marketing Guild is a membership-owned organization designed to help authors succeed and learn how to better market and sell themselves and their books. Join us at authorsmarketingguild.com and receive so many benefits you'll wonder why you didn't join sooner. That's authorsmarketingguild.com.
Welcome to IndieLector.store, an online bookstore where the discriminating reader can find award-winning books. IndieLector.store is not a big corporation, so we can give up to 80% of the sales directly to the author. Help us support them by buying a great book at IndieLector.store. The 5th Annual Authors Marketing Event. 2 days of live seminars in marketing for authors. The only organization that certifies authors in marketing. Live and free to the first 100 authors registered. Sponsored by Bubblish, empowering entrepreneurs, and Indie Lector Store, paying authors for their fair share. Head to www.2020.authorsmarketingguild.com today.